From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your afternoon weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
Well, thanks for checking in with your afternoon weather update. It is Sunday, January 19th, and that cold Arctic air is on the way, my friends. Some of you have already seen some snow showers, some sleet, some rain, wet roads out there. We're going to walk you through the forecast, what we think is going to happen for the rest of the day. I don't think it's going to add up to a whole lot, but some places we have seen a little bit more activity. How about this? This was Highway 370 in Union County, thanks to Melody for sharing this photo with us already this morning. We've already had some light accumulating snows, especially where we've had some lingering snow showers or at least ice for most of the week. But again, the main interstates should be doing just fine for the most part, but it's tomorrow morning that could present a little bit of a different issue. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Today's the day that we start that change. The Arctic air, the snow, we're stuck in this cold weather pattern for the rest of the week. Arctic air arrives tonight. Extreme cold alerts have gone into place. We'll be talking about that. And the possibility of staying below 32 degrees for the next 72 to maybe even 96 hours. Kind of depends on that Wednesday, Thursday time frame. All right, so for the rest of the day today, temperatures hovering right around freezing. As we get into the evening, that's when those temperatures really come tanking on down. And that's going to bring us the dangerous cold as we get started on Monday morning. So there's a slew of alerts out there. So let's go ahead and clean it up and break it down for you. We'll start with the winter weather since that's what's going on out there right now. Through tomorrow morning, we do have winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings that have been issued by the National Weather Service. And the cold side, we've got the cold weather advisory, where wind chill values could be anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees below zero. It doesn't stop there. We actually have an extreme cold warning, where wind chills in the mountains could be anywhere from 15 to 20 degrees below zero overnight tonight into the early morning hours. So let's pick up our timeline on our future cast here at the lunch hour. We've had the greatest extent of snowfall across upper East Tennessee, and typically the case in these kind of situations. Anyways, but I think the northwesterly flow is going to kick in. Still going to hang on to some snow showers as we get into the afternoon, but I just don't think it's going to add up to a ton in most locations. We've been talking about this snowfall forecast, general idea, snow flurries, dusting, maybe less than an inch in some locations. The mountains of East Tennessee and North Carolina are going to get pummeled with heavy snow. No matter how this all ends up, though, we are still talking about some icy conditions early Monday morning. Let me paint a different picture. This is that's my forecast, but again, I don't even know if that's going to pan out. This is the in-house model going all the way through tomorrow morning. I think it has a pretty general idea. I think the general idea is there. But the other side of the story is, and we talked about it this morning, the ground is wet, the ground temperatures are warm, temperatures aren't even at or below freezing in most locations, and so that snow is going to have a hard time to accumulate. So when all is said and done, when you take all into all the parameters that could limit snowfall total for the day today, which it's kind of done, I think this is how we kind of end up tomorrow morning. Now, that doesn't mean that the roads aren't going to be wet. The roads are going to be wet, and so therefore, with overnight lows dropping down in the teens, road temperatures in the teens, yeah, we're talking icy conditions. So let's talk about those road temperatures because, as I mentioned this morning also, I just don't think that we're going to have any major issues on most of the roadways. Of course, you saw Union County, and there are going to be certain roads and then back roads that we're going to have some issues, but roads are fine for the day today, but it's overnight tonight. After 7 o'clock, those road temperatures come on down, Arctic air settles on in, and so, yeah, any standing water is going to be ice early in the morning. Look at these temperatures. We're talking wind chill values early in the morning, anywhere from sub-zero for the most part. Zero, sub-zero at this point of the game, and it doesn't really matter unless you're in the mountains where they're talking wind chill values anywhere, again, 15 to 20, 25, 30 degrees below zero. So it's going to be dangerously cold. And just to recap, we do have the cold weather advisory in effect until mid-morning on Monday, along with the extreme cold warning for the mountains of East Tennessee. And this cold weather pattern is not going anywhere. So as I mentioned, once we drop below 32 degrees today, we may make it to right around 32 on Wednesday. If we don't hit 32 on Wednesday, we won't hit 32 degrees again until Thursday, probably right around lunchtime. So we're talking about 72 to 96 hours potentially of below 32 degrees. And of course, low temperatures will start to come up eventually over the next several days, but it is going to be dangerously cold over the next several days as well. All right, so not much of a change in the forecast. We are still talking about that Tuesday snowmaker down across the Gulf Coast. I'm not too impressed by it. Most of it stays to our south, but with Arctic air in place, if you just get a little surge of moisture, it's going to precipitate some snow showers. It's not going to cause any major issues, but if we were to get snow Tuesday into Wednesday with the Arctic air in place, it's going to lie, and it's going to stick around for the rest of the week. And by the end of the month, I still think that we're going to be trending below average per the Climate Prediction Center. So that is the latest update here on this Sunday afternoon. We sure have a great day. Tomorrow is, of course, a holiday. Kids are going to be out of school. Thank goodness for that, because I do think, or do anticipate anyways, some widespread icy conditions on the roadways. It just kind of depends on how the rest of the day plays out. Hey, shoot me your photos. Share your snow photos, icy photos, whatever they may be. Just join me on the East Tennessee Weather app or online at easttnweather.com. Have a great afternoon.